Hi and welcome to our weekly meditation Soul Food, and as we have been going through this lifestyle Christianity series, we are on the back end of 1 Corinthians 11 entitled Cannibals and Vampires. Over the last few years, vampire type movies have been super popular in our cinemas, things like Interview with the Vampire, Van Helsing, and more recently some of the Twilight stuff. The fascination with this kind of extraordinary things is what has motivated people's imaginations for such a long time. And interesting enough, even way back in the early church, they were branded as a little bit crazy, a little bit weird, because they practiced this thing called communion or the Lord's Supper, or what was known as the Eucharist, which came from a Greek word called thanksgiving. And the Christians would drink wine, which was to be Jesus' blood, and they were to eat bread, which was Jesus' body. And so people literally thought that they were drinking real blood and eating real human flesh, a little bit like vampires and cannibals, and their own stories came about, a little bit like the kind of stories that we see on our screens today. And these Chinese whispers would go around, and people just totally missed the point of what these followers of Jesus were actually trying to do. What this practice really meant, and the deep significance of drinking of the wine and eating of the bread in resembling Jesus' body and blood given for them through sacrifice. And so what I want us to look at as we meditate on the verse today is what is so important about communion. Why is this practice so significant? Why do we continue to do it today? What does it actually mean for us? What does it mean for Jesus giving his life for us? So the verse comes from 1 Corinthians 11, verse 23 to 26. It says, "For I received from the Lord what I also delivered to you, that the Lord Jesus, on the night when he was betrayed, he took bread, and when he'd given thanks, he broke it and said, 'This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me.' In the same way, he also took the cup after supper, saying, 'This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as you eat this bread and drink the cup, you proclaim the Lord's death until he comes.'" And so as we eat and as we drink, we take on the real presence of God into our life. He brings us life and healing and wholeness and freedom. And so as we remember what Jesus has done, he's paid for our sin. He substituted us. We should have been on that cross, but he took the cross for us. And he brought us new life, and he brought us this new love covenant, this new relationship with him. So as you think about these things, as you think about the significance of communion, think about what does that mean for you today? What does that mean for you in terms of being one with Jesus and one with your other brothers and sisters, other Christians? What is this new covenant? How is it changing your life and making a difference to your life and to the life of those around you? And how can you live in this love and this oneness every single day, building his kingdom and giving glory to Jesus?